Hello and welcome. You are listening to All About The Biz Talk podcast with your host, Shonda. All About The Biz Talk stems from the All About Business networking group for entrepreneurial women. Each segment, we will highlight a successful woman-owned business and in addition, provide you with tools and resources to help educate and empower you, the audience. And now, on to the show with your host, Shonda.
Welcome again. Today is February the 19th, 2019, the launch of the very first episode of All About the Biz Talk podcast. And we are super excited to have as our very first guest entrepreneur, Crystal Spellman of Spellman Consulting Group and board member of All About Business Networking Group. Hello, Crystal.
Hi, how are you?
Great. Now, before we get started, can you just share a little bit about your background and about yourself?
Well, I am from Warner Robins, Georgia, originally, born and raised. I went to the Northside High School, Go Big Blue. I did my undergraduate at Georgia Southern University and graduate school at the Keller Graduate School of Management, got my MBA, and also got a second master's in management at Troy University.
Awesome. Yeah. Now, can you tell the audience a little bit about Spellman Consulting Group? Who is Spellman Consulting Group and what do you do?
Well, Spellman Consulting Group is a project management and business consulting company based here in Atlanta, Georgia. The company was founded in 2014, and we help organizations streamline their business processes so that they can operate more efficiently and effectively. So in doing that, one of the things that we do is we provide PMO, project management office support. So we help companies set up their PMOs, and we can also manage those PMO processes and procedures. So we have our a six-step system that we use to help organizations set that up, and we also manage IT projects. And, you know, the customer service, project management, people management, vendor, stakeholder management. Those are the things that we do, at Spellman Consulting Group.
Now, you mentioned you have a 6-step system that you use.
Yes.
So, Crystal, is that something that you originated, or can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes. The 6-step system is a system that I, put together and customized for clients that we've had in the past. But that system is also, it can be tailored. So because no one client, all the clients are not the same. Right. So we have this 6-step system that we use as a guideline, but we do tailor it to our individual clients.
Okay. So, Crystal, how many people are on your team, and do you have any tips on hiring and growing the team of employees or contractors? Talk a little bit about your team.
So the model that we adopted with Spellman Consulting Group is one of using independent consultants to help execute the work. So the decision, was made to do that so that we can decrease our overhead. We want it to be lean, the less overhead, and focus more on providing our clients with the services and the support that they needed. Okay. So that's the model that we've adopted. And, so our independent consultants are certified, professionals in the project management field. They hold either a PMP, a project management professional certification, or the Lean Six Sigma certifications, as well as the Certified Scrum Master, CSM certification. So we have experienced, certified professionals that are ready to serve our clients.
Okay, you threw out a lot of big terms there. Wow. Crystal, what excites you about entrepreneurship?
Freedom.
Freedom.
I love the freedom that goes with entrepreneurship. The freedom to own my time. That's one of the the most rewarding things about entrepreneurship for me.
Okay. Let's kind of go back a little bit, and I want to know, and I'm sure my viewers want to know as well. Do you follow a certain morning routine or daily schedule to maximize productivity and well-being? What's it like for you when you first get up in the morning?
Interestingly enough, I just recently, this year, 2019, started a new routine. I'm reading the book, The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma.
The 5 a.m. Club?
The 5 a.m. Club.
Okay.
And so it is, the book talks about waking up at 5 and between 5 and 6, how you could use that hour to prepare yourself for a productive day. And then in 66 days, after continuing that routine, how it becomes a habit and you'll do it every day, and how it helps you to be more productive and to grow your business. So, so at 5, I'm up. I'm moving. So the first 20 minutes you have to move to get to sweat. You know, there's psychology and science behind why he's saying to do that. And then, the second 20 minutes to journal, pray, something quiet. And then the third, the last 20 minutes of it is, some type of learning, something to enhance yourself. It can be reading, podcasts, things of that nature to growth, is to help grow yourself. So I'm really, I'm enjoying it, and I'm seeing that I am more productive since I've started it.
Oh, wow.
So I do recommend that book to everyone.
I would think, Crystal, that takes a lot of discipline.
It does.
So when you first started, how long did it take you for your body to get comfortable with waking up every morning at 5 a.m.?
I think after probably about the third week, I was getting into the groove. And so now, I'm up.
It's nothing to it.
I'm already used to.
After 66 days, then you're well conditioned. A person could be well conditioned after about 66 days.
Yes.
Of having that routine.
Yes.
That's awesome. Mention that author again.
Robin Sharma. The book is The 5 a.m. Club.
And where can viewers or the audience find that book?
It's Amazon. Okay. That's the best place to go for it. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks for that. Crystal, what do you think are the most common mistakes novice entrepreneurs make, and how can they avoid making them?
Well, I think a lot of new entrepreneurs, first of all, a lot of people wait too long to get started because you think you have to have everything perfect before you start, and nothing is perfect.
Right.
So if it's in your heart and it's a part of your purpose and plan for your life, I always say move forward with it and make the changes as you need to, because, if you just wait and wait and wait, you'll end up talking yourself out of moving forward with it. So a lot of people just wait too long. Okay. And then, I think just trying to take on too much too soon. You have to start somewhere, and starting small is not bad. And then just scale up. Once you see, you'll figure out what you want to change, what needs to be tweaked based on your customers, and just, a number of different things. But, be comfortable with starting small, and follow your heart, and,
So don't wait. Just get out there, dive in.
Yeah, because nothing is perfect. Just, start where you are.
Okay. All right.
Start where you are.
That makes a lot of sense. Do you have any, which female entrepreneurs inspire you, or do you have any mentors or coaches that you look up to?
I do. I have a coach that I've had since 2016. I started with my business coach, Mr. Abraham Shong. Okay. And I've learned so much about business from him, and specifically doing business with the government. Because when I started Spellman Consulting Group, our main target was the federal government. Okay. We're moving more into the commercial space now, but our early successes came with the federal government. So Abraham is just like one of the best coaches, and, he's become a great friend, as well. So I recommend that every business owner have a coach.
Okay. That leads me to another question I wanted to ask you previously. What industries does Spellman Consulting Group service? You mentioned the government.
Right.
So what other industries? So
the government and higher education, as well as K through 12. So we are, doing some work with colleges and with the school districts. In IT, we do assessments. We help with business process improvement. If your organization is one that is, getting complaints from customers or a lot of calls from customers, depending on what industry you're in, we'll come in and take a look at your processes, make sure your employees have what they need, and provide you with recommendations so that your processes, again, can be streamlined. So that's what we do.
Okay, great. So, Crystal, what is the biggest challenge for you as an entrepreneur?
The biggest challenge is trying to be in a lot of places at a lot of different times, because I'm can't be everywhere all the time, but trying to do a lot of networking with potential clients, and also be strategic. While also building programs, because I do enjoy building new programs for the organization. So that's a part of our, strategy, is to create new programs where we identify problems. And that's what, businesses are based on, creating, solving problems. So I enjoy that side of it. So I have to, I'm wearing a lot of different hats. So I gotta.
Do you find that you're spreading yourself too thin at times?
I think in the past I have, but 2019 is different. So I'm not doing that as much.
So you're being more cautious and more time management, being more thoughtful of your time. And
and
being strategic. I think you said strategic.
Being strategic and specific.
Okay.
And focusing on, one thing instead of trying to focus on a whole lot of different things. That's what, causes you to be spread thin, trying to do too much.
Okay. So are there any tips that you could give other women who are looking to start their own business? What kind of advice would you give someone?
Do your research. Definitely, for the market that you're trying to capture, do the research. And if you don't know that market, do the research. So definitely, before you jump head in, do your research and figure out who it is that you can service. Because one thing that as entrepreneurs that I think that we do that we shouldn't do, a lot of us think that we can serve or service everybody with what it is that we offer, but in fact, we can't. So you have to niche it down. Okay.
Because I'm sure there's a lot of business, enough business to go around for everyone.
There is.
Okay. Are there any websites or organizations that you can recommend, for up and coming entrepreneur who's looking for resources? Is there any particular, resources that you can recommend?
I mean, there are a lot of good organizations out there that support small businesses, specifically woman-owned small businesses. Some of the organizations that I'm a member of, which I get great support from, is the Government Contractors Association. Okay. It's a great organization.
So niche organizations too. So
niche, yes.
Your niche is, try to find something that
absolutely. And so again, if you're into trying to grow your business in the government space, the Government Contractors Association is great. Also the Atlanta Black Chambers, it's a group of entrepreneurs, Black professionals, and they provide great resources over there. And there's some committees. I'm on the Governmental Affairs Committee, and we are advocates for small businesses. And so that's a great one. And last but not least, All About Business, which is, a networking group for female entrepreneurs. And
Absolutely. You heard that, right, audience?
Yeah, I mean, definitely pay us a visit and come over. And, recently we were on the list of the top 27 female entrepreneur organizations here in Atlanta. Congratulations on that. That's exciting. That was very exciting. So definitely All About Business.
Okay, awesome. Well, Crystal, are there any final thoughts you would like to cover before we end today?
Well, I would say follow your dreams. Don't wait, because, you don't know what tomorrow holds. So go after what it is that you want. Be patient. That's the one thing that I think, being an entrepreneur, we want things to happen quickly and overnight, and when we want it to happen, and it just doesn't happen that fast. So, be patient, stay the course, and keep the faith and pray.
So how can someone find Spellman Consulting Group?
Well,
how can we find you?
Yeah, you can connect to us on Instagram and Facebook. We are Spellman Consulting Group on both of those platforms. And also on Twitter, we are at Spell, Spell Consult. So definitely connect with us.
Okay.
And our website is SpellmanConsultingGroup.com.
SpellmanConsultingGroup.com. Thank you, Crystal, for being the very first guest of All About the Biz Talk podcast.
All right.
And taking the time out of your busy schedule. We cannot thank you enough.
Thank you. I'm honored to be the first.
You have just listened to All About the Biz Talk podcast with your host, Shonda. Subscribe to our podcast on iTunes or Google Play. If you found value in this show, we would appreciate a rating on iTunes, or simply tell a friend, or post about us on your social media. Be sure to tune in to our next episode, All About the Biz Talk podcast. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.